Today on Food Journey, we're making meals and treats for fussy kids. Tough customers who are sometimes hard to please. To unravel this with me today is my friend, Nneka Ogboe, a pioneer in the custom baby food making business and now extending her reach to children of all ages. Let's meet her to learn more about the thinking process behind feeding our children intelligently. Nneka, I'm so happy to be here again with you and to have you on the show again. Welcome to Food Journey.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here again.
I think the last time that I was here with you, you were expecting a baby.
Yes.
Which you've now had. Congratulations.
Thank
and I know he's over a year old now, isn't he?
Yes, he's 18 months now.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What are the new developments?
It's been an exciting time, a challenging one as well with the pandemic as well. We've seen some exciting growth in the past 18 months. We've now extended our product line to include toddlers. So as you know, last time we spoke about the fact that we make organic purees for babies that are weaning, but now we've extended that to include even foods and snacks for the toddlers, so up to the age of 3. We've also grown out of my home kitchen, so now we have a commercial space, our own space, and that's been very exciting. All the growth has been really, really exciting. So we're now working on a product that could be available in stores, so hopefully that should be out soon.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Well, today we're going to be talking about fussy kid eaters.
Fun.
Kids that it's a difficulty to get them to eat either regularly or to enjoy certain things, and together we're going to try and come up with some fail-safe recipes that your kid just can't resist.
Of course. I'm really excited about this one. This one's going to be a lot of fun, and I say fun because we really need to be able to have fun with it as parents. I know it's a very big pain point for lots of parents, so I think this is a very good one to do today.
Do you think that there's a definite method by which we can introduce food successfully to our kids at home?
Most definitely, most definitely. I think the key to doing this is, first and most important, is to start early. So around the age of 6 months, your child can start to have a variety of foods. This is a great time to explore. Children learn by exploring. So I think it's best for the parents also to be in that mindset of allowing their kids to explore, introduce them to a variety of things. This is the best way that their taste buds can get accustomed to all the different flavors and tastes. So starting early is very important. Variety is very, very important as well. And another thing that parents also need to keep in mind is that you need to be patient and consistent. So with kids, it might take a few tries. You know, if you introduce a child to something new, they might say no for the first few times, and that's okay. That's how they learn to appreciate things. So just be patient with them.
And don't give up.
Please, we definitely influence their food choices. And it goes the other way as well, because I, for example, I'm not a fan of ewedu or pineapples, and I find myself not wanting to offer my kids those foods because I don't like them, but they're nutritious, they're good for my kids. So I have to always remind myself to offer these foods at home, even though I don't like them. So many parents can fall into that loophole where you're not offering foods that might be good for your kids just because you don't like them. But remember that when it comes to kids, the focus is always on nutrition. So if it's nutritious, please offer it to them, because variety is really what they need in their diet.
I've often spoken about growing your own food tree, of what you've explored in the culinary world and how it impacts your life. Nneka is an advocate for early introductions to healthy whole foods, which translate to better food and lifestyle choices later, with a view to longevity of generations to come. Eating out with kids, how do you feel about doing that when you have kids of different ages? Do you think that we should have more kid menus out there with kid-friendly food? And what do you think kid-friendly food actually should be?
So again, kids learning based on experiences. Eating out is a great experience for the kids. They get to learn about a lot of other things besides the food. The regular menu, the food portions are too much for a kid to begin with. So it's a lot of wastage and leftovers if you order that for a kid. I've seen a lot of places where they try to be inclusive and create this special kids menu, but really all you have on that menu is
Fast food.
fast food. That's really all you have there. Some might throw a few sticks of carrot on the plate, but we all know the kids are not going to eat that. So they just end up eating junk.
So if you were to write a little kiddie menu as an adjoin to an adult menu, what would be maybe one of the things that you'd put on there?
So for example, generally the kids menu should reflect the regular menu. So if the adult is having a steak, for example, the kids can also enjoy some beef, but maybe minced beef, for example. Something that they can choose, something that's easier for them to eat. So that's where I'd like to see a kids menu go, rather than, oh, here's some deep fried, breaded, all the deep fried things that they give them. Just modify the regular menu so that the kids can enjoy the same foods, just presented in a different way.
Absolutely. So, Nneka, fussy kids. Tell me, what are the main reasons why kids are fussy about eating?
Parents might think that their kids are fussy or don't eat enough, but it might not actually be the case. So I think another thing that parents need to be aware of is what is appropriate for your child. So for example, a toddler, serving size of bread for a toddler, for example, is half a slice. So if your child eats half a slice and leaves the other half, you might think, well, my child's not eating enough. My child doesn't like to eat. But actually, that child has eaten enough for what their body needs. So sometimes we impose our own ideas on portion sizes on the kids, but their bodies are fully capable of deciding how much food that they want to eat. So just something to be aware of there.
Now today, you're going to be creating some kid-friendly, can't be beat, can't be pushed away type of meals for us today. Actually, maybe one meal and a couple of snacks, and I'm going to try my hand at a kid-friendly juice cocktail.
Oh,
Quite
sounds
excited
great.
to do that. Yes.
Yes, so that's fantastic. We'll be going through a number of recipes that are easy to make. They're fun to make because this is a very big part, especially with fussy eaters. If you put the fun back in their food, I can guarantee you that they'll be more willing to try things. So creativity is key. And also getting them involved is also a very big part of the process. And during the pandemic, there was one good thing that I noticed on social media was a lot of parents were cooking more at home. And they had so many videos of children that were involved with the process as well. Kids find, I mentioned they learn by exploring. So once they're involved with that process, they really are interested in eating what this beautiful creation is that they've made.
Exactly. And I also know that during that time you developed a penchant for growing vegetables.
Yes.
Which is wonderful. And I remember my kids' joy whenever I'd say, oh, let's go to the garden and pick something that we grew. So that involvement is so important. Wonderful discussion, Nneka. And I am very excited for you to tell us what we'll be having today. And here's our menu. We're starting off with a chocolatey treat full of healthy sweetness. And then it's a clever take on beans. And finally, my kid-friendly cocktail. Right, so here we are, I'm rearing to go. This first snack that you're making is a kid-friendly chocolate snack.
Yes.
So tell us.
A kid-friendly chocolate snack that you don't need to worry about your child eating. So with the traditional chocolate that you find in stores, there's more sugar than chocolate in that. So this one is using good ingredients that are nutritious, especially for kids that are growing and developing. They need the nutrients present in some of these foods. And we're talking about fussy eaters today, so
yes,
naturally some of these kids wouldn't eat these ingredients, but if presented as chocolate, they love it. So this is a
Good.
great way to.
So we're camouflaging some of the yummy and good things
We're
we
making
need.
it fun.
They're making it fun. So peanut butter. And I happen to know that you actually just made this peanut butter.
Yes.
I mean, how good are you doing that? All the ingredients today are a balance of healthy. Dates are readily found in Africa from the date palm, rich in carbohydrates and protein and vitamins for that instant energy, and peanuts, high in protein and great unique taste. Add coconut oil and it's a healthy power punch and a good treat for your kids and even yourself. And then we've got, of course, our lovely
Yes.
cocoa powder,
Exactly.
unsweetened.
So this is unsweetened. It's the plain stuff. There's no fancy sugar or anything going on in there. It's just the raw stuff.
Beautiful. Okay, time to rock and roll with this
Yes.
snack. What's the first thing we need to do?
So what we're going to do is we're going to get a blender. In your blender, and you want to combine all of these ingredients. So here I have half a cup of dates.
Dates. Can I taste one?
Yes, you can. I've taken the seeds out and I soak them in water so that it's soft enough for the blender to blend. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there.
I just love the taste of that.
Yes. And then next we're going to add cocoa powder.
Cocoa
so
powder.
as I mentioned, this is just the raw stuff because we want that chocolate flavor.
Beautiful.
Next we're going to put in our peanut butter. We have half a cup of peanut butter there.
Okay.
And we're going to put that in. Now this is high in protein, packed with good fats, all of the things that your kids need.
Coconut oil next, an amount which you can adjust if it's too thick on your blend.
So let's go blend this.
All right, let's blend. Time to blend this well. Hooray! Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Chocolatey and thick. Lovely.
It's a great spread for breads,
Yeah.
fruits. Yes, so you can use it on things like that as well.
Do you know what I want to use it on?
What?
I've been looking at and eyeing these bananas since we came, and nothing goes better than chocolate and bananas.
Fantastic. My kids actually love
You
that.
see? And these little treats that I brought as well, some desiccated coconut, and these sprinkles are going to make it look so fun. It's into a flexible ice tray and then the freezer. And we're using the rest of the mixture to decorate some banana chunks on a stick. What a fun activity for the kids and the big kids too.
All right, so can we go ahead and try these?
Thought you never asked.
I'd like you to choose one.
Okay.
And this is also something to do with kids actually. Give them the power to choose.
Mm-hmm.
That way they feel they're in control.
I love that, even though you are. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the coconut one.
All right, choices.
And then you go for one.
I'm going to go for the chocolate one.
Delicious, sticky, gooey. If you love bananas, yes. If you love chocolate, yes. If you don't know you're eating dates, but you are, yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Exactly.
Yes. The middle one. What about you?
Sure. I've had so many of these.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is my new best thing, everybody. Beautiful. I can't wait to see what's next.
All right.
The next recipe spells fun, fun, fun because it's a play on beans to make a popular dish with a visual twist. Well, everybody, we've had something delicious, a lovely chocolatey treat, and now we're going to have something different, aren't we? We're having akara, but with a kiddie twist. Tell me what's your objective for making this and how are yours going to be different?
Okay, so this is akara done differently. Remember I said you need to be creative with fussy eaters. And a lot of parents complain that they want their kids to eat beans, but the kids just say no, no, no to that. So this is a great way to get them interested in beans. And we're going to be making akara, but we're going to be making it look like a pizza where the base of the pizza is made from the akara. And the good thing about this is with fussy eaters, a lot of times, I mentioned they eat with their eyes a lot, right? So when they see a lot of colors, they are just put off completely or they're overwhelmed. So this is a great way to include other vegetables that have similar colors. So we're going to be using carrots, and I'm using here tatashe, but you can also use bell peppers as well.
I see.
Yes. So we're going to be using the chicken as our topping, but we're going to be putting our vegetables in the base because with children, if you put it on the top, especially fussy eaters, they're just going to pick all the vegetables out. So we're going to bury that in the base.
Sneaky, sneaky. They'll never know.
They don't need to know.
The beans are soaked first, peeled, and put into the blender, along with the tatashe, onions, carrot, some pink salt, and some mixed herbs, and then blended well. We want a smooth finish.
We have our mix.
Beautiful indeed.
Okay, Sonia, so now we are going to go ahead and make our akara, and I'm actually going to shallow fry this rather than deep fry. I have about a tablespoon of oil in here on medium heat, so we're going to pour that in there.
A lot of people think that if it's not deep fried, then it's not right.
No, you don't need that. It's not absolutely necessary for this, for what we're trying to do here today. So you just want to get it out to the edge of the pan so that we have a nice flat base for
like
our
a pizza.
Exactly. So we're going to flip this here.
Okay, let's flip it. 1, 2, 3.
Go.
Oh, lovely.
Nice and golden brown.
Beautiful, like a lovely pancake. If you didn't tell me, I would have thought, oh, that's a pancake.
Yes, it does look like a pancake, but that's the base of our pizza.
Fantastic. That is exciting.
Yes. We're going to put this in the oven for just 2 minutes to melt all that gooey cheese.
Yes.
So I'm going to transfer this over here.
Fantastic.
And we can put that aside.
And there you go. That's the base. And now there's a moment for Nneka to cut her chicken into bite-sized little chunks for little mouths. And let's not forget the cheese. This little extra will make the toppings completely delicious.
So for this one, we're just going to cook it just in a simple way. We're going to be using our onions and parsley, and I also have some seasoning here as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I have about a tablespoon of coconut oil in there. Coconut oil is just my preference.
Yeah,
but you can use
like
whatever.
coconut oil, don't you?
I love it.
Does it infuse that coconutty taste into everything, though?
A little bit, but in a good way. It's very subtle. So I like that.
So if you like it, it's
Yes,
one that you
can
kind
go
of
ahead.
get hooked on a little.
Most definitely. So you can go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to saute this a little bit.
Great.
And then once we have that ready, we'll put in our chicken and we're good to go.
Next, the chicken is added, as well as some mixed herbs and salt. So we're ready to cheese and chicken up this base real good. And give it a few minutes in the oven. so it can come out like this. So cheers!
I'll tell my son we have a name for this now.
Oh my gosh!
Cheers!
What do you think?
It's always a favorite.
This is awesome. We're gonna kind of make like a kiddie sangria without the alcohol.
Fun,
It's
fun.
gonna be a lot of fun and so simple. We love frozen grapes. I've got some ginger. I've got an orange, an apple, and this is some light zobo, which I made up with a little bit of ginger infused into it. First, I'm skinning this orange and slicing it to get some juicy, accessible pieces. We're gonna put a piece of our orange down at the base there.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay.
Next thing, we need some flavored cubes. And what I've done is I got some cranberry juice.
Oh, nice.
Lovely made in Nigeria cranberry juice, which I
Excellent.
love to see. And I made ice blocks out of that. Could you help me get that out the freezer?
Fantastic.
I have
think
them
they're
in
in
a
the
baggie,
freezer.
yeah.
All right.
And get that, and then what we'll do is we'll put that at the base of our jar.
This is such an excellent idea. I love these.
You do?
Yes.
So I think I'm just going to dip and get 1, 2, whoops, and 3 of these lovely cubes in there.
Excellent.
So the idea is really that as you drink, it's melting and changing the taste of the drink itself.
Wow.
Oh, we forgot the apple. So let's just do a little bit of apple too. I'm just cutting side of that and really just slicing a little bit of apple to go in as well.
Okay.
These have all been washed and sterilized. So this is kind of the sangria-ish parts, you know?
Yes.
And then all we do now is just top with our lovely light zobo ginger infusion into that mason jar all the way up here. Some frozen grapes.
Excellent.
There we go.
Look at that.
Shall I try it?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
I want
you
to
need
try it.
it. You tell me. I'm so glad that you're enjoying that. I knew you would. Thanks for all that you've taught us today. I've learned
Thank
a
you.
few new tricks myself. I had to fool kids. Mine are too old to fool anymore, but still, I'm sure some of you out there will be able to try the things we made today.
Yes.
It's been fun. From us at Food Journey, we say goodbye. We've got a little bit of drinking to do here.
Yes.
Lovely, refreshing, and healthy drinking too. And we'll see you all next time. Have a great week. Bye.